Alright, so we're looking at multi-step equations. I got 4 quick, easy steps here. Guys, this should be kind of a review from last year. I like to simplify the equation first, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute the -2. So -2 times 10 would be -20. So you always take care of the distributing or collecting like terms. Then I'm going to move the smaller one over, okay, by adding 2y. So it's going to be 8y plus 12 equals -20. Then you got a two-step equation, minus 12, right? So you have 8y equals -32, divide by 8, and y equals -4. Okay, now to check your answer, you would just plug -4 back into the problem. If you did that, 6 times -4, well, that's -24 plus 12 would be -12, right? Then if I plugged it in over here, -4 and 10 would be 6. 6 times -2 is -12, so they balance out. A lot of times you could do the check in your head, okay? All right, next problem here. Combine like terms. So 10(3) is 13q plus 5. Then we're going to distribute. That would be a 6, right? You move the smaller one over, which is going to be the q, right? Again, easy, easy. You guys did a lot of this last year, I bet. -6, okay. And I'm going to subtract 5 to both sides. 11q equals -11. Divide it out. And q equals -1, right? Next one, going to distribute and collect like terms. So I got a little work to do on this one. So distribute the -3, so I get -12k minus 24. Now you'll notice you're only distributing the -2. So I'm going to bring the -8 along with me. That would be -12k. -2, -4 would be a +8. You'll notice the 8's cancel out, right? So now I am going to move. Whoa, look at what happens here. Well, there's nothing left over here, right? But you'll notice that the letters cancel out. Okay, this is what I call a special equation, because you don't have a variable, so you really don't have a set answer, one answer. Now look at this problem. You have -24 equals 0. That makes no sense. So I remember, if it makes no sense, then it's no solution. Now, if your answer made sense, let's say it was -24 equaled -24, well, guess what, guys? Then you would have many solutions, okay? Now, I got a little trick that I use when I do fractions. I find the common denominator, I multiply it by all the terms, and then I solve the problem. So, let me show you what I'm talking about here. Common denominator here would be a 4, right? So I'm going to multiply everything by 4. Well, see what happens here is the 4 cancels out. We got a -5, right? Plus 4 times 2n would be 8n, right? And then the 4's cancel out here. You got a 9. Wow, pretty easy problem, right? Okay, so I'll add my 5. Looks like I'm making a fraction, huh? So I got 8n equals 14, right? Okay, so now I will divide out my 8. If you want to leave it as improper, that's fine. The only thing I ask you to do is to reduce it. So I can reduce it by 2, right? So half of 2, that would be a 4, right? 7 over 4. All right, next one. Common denominator is 24. So everything by 24. Everything multiplied by 24, all right? Well, 3 goes into 24 8 times, right? So we got 8n. 4 goes into 24 6 times. Now you got to do 6 times 7n, which is negative 42n. Let's continue. Well, 8 went into 24 3 times. 3 times 25 is, and there's a negative sign there, don't forget that. And we got minus 2 went into 24 12 times. So 12 times 7n would be 84n. All right, I'm going to combine my n's on this side, and I get what? Negative 34n. Okay. I'm going to move the smaller one over. That's negative, right? So I'm going to add 84 to both sides. Okay. Running out of room here. So what do I got? It looks like I got 50n equals negative 75. So I will divide each side by 50. Okay. And then that's going to give me, well, negative 75 over 50 can reduce to negative 3 over 2. All right. Here's what I want you to do. We're going to pause the video for a second. You guys are going to try the next two. I'll have them worked out for you and you see how you did. Okay? All right, let's see how you did. So I multiplied this one by 8, cleared it out, worked out the problem, got negative 1/2. And on the last one here, the common denominator was 6. Multiplied the 6 out, got a normal looking problem, solved it out and got negative 2. All right, so hopefully you did fairly well with these. Next, we're going to look at inequalities.